Hey everyone, so I was watching a different YouTube channel, Whaleseason Uno64. He's been going on a tear buying up TLVs, and recent he showed a Nissan Gloria Gran Turismo, and I thought, don't I have that model? And no, I don't have that model. But I do have something called the Nissan Cedric Gran Turismo Ultima. So I was mistaken. I thought I had his model, but I don't. And so I figured it's time to review this thing. So I actually opened it and just to figure out, try to guess what year it was, but I put it back in here so you guys we can pretend that it's brand new. I did pick this, hand picked it from a store. I inspected it. It was the last one the store had, so it does have some paint issues, which I've I've had to grown used to with TLV. They just don't know how to paint something properly. Okay, so there's the rest of the box, whatever. Okay, so it's got a little blister if you want to store it again later on. And let's take a look here at these photos. Let's focus on the model. There we go. So the Cedric runs back from 1960, and I guess it ended for personal consumption in 2004. It carried on till later, but I think there were taxis. It's supposed to be this. The Nissan Gloria was turned into the sporty version of the Cedric, so I guess the Cedric is the more conventional offering from Nissan. Just uses a different radiator and light clusters, according to Wikipedia. It's supposed to be the main competitor to the Toyota Crown. And so I did decipher that this is probably the 8th generation, which would give it a body code of Y32, which is supposedly a reskin of the Y31. So basically just, some different panels. And this 8th generation was available between 1991 and 95, or those are the years of manufacture. And then there's either 2 up to 3 liter V6 engines, normally aspirated, or there's a turbocharged one making 250 horsepower, or there was also a 2.8 liter inline 6 diesel. And that's all I learned about it, just the basics. So I couldn't really find images of this particular car with a rear wing, or this particular car with these mesh wheels in the front end that looks like this. So I did the best I could with those photographs we compared to. Okay, well, let's look at this model here. So it's a silver, obviously, and there's a contaminant, unfortunately. Really big flakes on this silver. It's a really big flake thing, but I'm okay with it. It's alright, I guess. So the mesh wheels, as typical with most manufacturers, it's pretty hard to mold mesh wheels, so I guess in this case TLV did the best they could. Although I do feel it's possible that if Kyosho did this, these bigger holes would probably be hollow. It would at least be nice if they added a black paint wash into the wheels. There's another YouTube channel called TL64, and that guy gets all the latest TLVs. That's what his primary channel content is, TLVs. And I feel bad for him because in his videos he's constantly modifying the cars because of the shortcomings of TLV. He's constantly adding black paint wash or gluing on parts and stuff, and I feel kind of bad for him. But I guess that's part of the fun for the hobby for him, to modify them. Okay, well, let's look at this badge here. What's going on there? It says Ultima, okay. And then the door handles look really nice. There's depressions, part of it sticks out. There's a little keyhole, so that's pretty good. If you guys don't know, TLV should have suspension, and it does. Alright, there's a little fuel filler door there. The mirrors never have any sort of reflectivity, to my understanding, unless I'm wrong. Well, it's a silver car, so I guess that's kind of reflective, right? Yeah. Black paint around the window molding, so that's pretty nice. At least here, there must be a pillarless, frameless window on the real car. Okay, the front end. It's got the blank license plate, which is typical. See, this should probably be black, this grill, and this is what TL64 would sit there and do on his videos. He'd fill that in. But for the price of these TLVs, they should really be doing that for us. And well, I guess these are supposed to be fog lights, so that's fine, I guess, as silver or white. But see, I'm noticing there's a paint problems, or maybe it's the casting is a problem. If I could focus there. There are like all these little bumps here. See all these little bumps? What's the deal there? It's not on the other vent, or sorry, it's fog light. All these bumps, maybe that's the casting, but this side is fine. So that's not very good quality. Nice to see the plastic headlights though. And the badge itself looks pretty nice. It's very similar to like a Lincoln badge. Little printed on gray and a lighter white here for the turn signal. So the photo I compared to, this is orange. So again, I don't know what year TLV was modeling because I couldn't find any with a rear wing. Yeah, I would guess that the rear wing is an option and people just don't buy it because this is more of like a luxury sedan than a sports car. Anyways, this turn signal is sticking out and it's painted orange. This side is better than the other side, no problems at all. Nice little indented character groove here, so that's pretty nice. Wheels, tires look okay. I guess if I was nitpicky, the tires look a little flat on the sidewall. You know, they're very slab-sided. Most tires have a little bit of curvature to them, even low-profile ones. So now we got the typical TLV tire treads, which really aren't there, which doesn't bother me so much. It's got side blocks, but no treads down here. And what it does bother me about TLV is the fact that they're riveted together. I feel for the price of a TLV, these should be screwed together so you can do wheel swaps or fix some of the problems that might occur. But, you know, they're asking us to drill these things apart, which is unfortunate. This is a weird exhaust system, and actually this exhaust system is what I saw on Whaleseason Uno's channel. So, the Cedric and the Gloria, I guess, share the same platform, as I mentioned earlier, just some minor exterior differences. Okay, going to the back here. It's got the pretty deep crystal lenses here. There's red, and it's supposed to be clear. There you can see it's clear there, and then orange. Two small exhaust tips, and there's an indentation, so they look pretty three-dimensional to me. Little blank license plate. Cedric looks good. Gran Turismo looks good. And then this is a Cedric badge. Let's see. It's just like a rectangle. I don't know if there's supposed to be more in there or what, but I don't see much else other than a rectangle. So, well, whatever. Okay, yeah, so the rear wing there. I guess it's nice that it's glued on already. And there's a tiny red third brake light there. Oh, look at that. There's a little air underneath that wing. So it's only glued on the edges there. So that's pretty cool. Alright, look at the interior on the back there. It's pretty nice. The distortion of the molded windows. This isn't as bad as I've seen from other ones, but just a molded window. So let's get the flashlight and try to help out here. Okay. Let me see. I wonder if I could leave it on the... I'm going to try this method here. I'm going to zoom in so I can hit the focus button, because I can't hold a car, flashlight, and focus at the same time. So it looks pretty good. You can see that little stalk of the automatic shifter, the steering wheel there. It seems to be a different color. Oh yeah, the whole dashboard, I think... No, I'm wrong. I don't know. I can't tell if it's a different gray than the seats. Let's take a look from the front here. No, I think it is all the same gray. Yeah, okay. So there's molded details. What about the back seats? Yeah, there. What I'm looking for is some sort of additional color on the dashboard, but I don't see any. There's no instruments. There's no silver paint on those controls in the middle, like the radios. So this is a weaker interior. Some TLVs have multiple colors, additional paint apps, but they skipped out. They cheaped out on this one, unfortunately. So again, that's another reason why I think these should be screwed together. So you can go in there with like a little paint pen and add some silver to those buttons and dials and stuff. Door handles look good. The armrest there in the door. Alright. Okay, well, it's still a nice model. I guess I'm okay with it. These headlights also, by the way, this Gran Turismo package changes the headlights from rectangular ones to these round ones. I guess they were mimicking the BMW 7 Series of the day. It also looks like a Bentley, so I think it looks pretty nice. The real photo obviously looks nicer, but this isn't bad. Okay, let's take a look at it compared to a couple other TLVs I have of the Cedric. I got this new battery powered slash USB powered thing. It's not bad. It doesn't have a brand. I just got it off AliExpress. You can set the speeds. I think this is the fastest speed. And then you can also set the angle. Like it'll just go back and forth a few degrees or go back and forth 90 or 180. But in this case, I just have it going around 360 at the fastest setting. And it's bigger than my typical solar coasters, which are the size of a DVD. This is a little bit bigger. I got it because I wanted to be able to compare, you know, show you other cars better. But I don't know about doing a background or like a diorama for this base or not. I might just leave it the way it is. Okay, well anyways, so these other TLVs, this is a, see, it's got the red interior, black dashboard, much better interior on this one. And this is a 1966 Cedric Special 6. I actually went and added some stickers to these things because that's the one shortcoming from TLV. They don't tell you what year it is, and I find that to be important so I can know the chronological history, right? 66. And then this blue one here is a 1969, and it's just, I guess, a normal Cedric. Okay. So they're all pretty nice models. Oh, well actually, let me just highlight this blue interior. See, this is a nice interior. Look at that. You got gray seats, a black dashboard, and color on the dashboard. So this is the nicest interior of them all so far. A black steering wheel. So yeah, I feel like kind of cheated or shorted on the silver one. Let me get these two out of here. And I do have two other Cedrics, but they're from Aoshima. This is a 330 Cedric from 1977 with an LV Works body kit, so it looks insane and ridiculous. And then this is the 430 Cedric from 1981. It's not as ridiculous, but still, you know, pimped out from Liberty Walk. So clearly slammed suspension, small diameter wheels, make them really low to the ground. Anyways, just thought I'd show you guys. Alright, so let's turn that off. Okay, well, it's a TLV. You know, you either like them or you don't. You either think they're a good value. Well, I don't think anyone thinks a TLV is a good value. They're definitely not the best brand out there. So a lot of people think that they are, but they're not remotely close. You can look at my brand comparison for that. But it's still a nice model, and I'll still continue to get TLVs. I just kind of feel like they kind of skimped out on the details on the interior of this one. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So we'll continue on, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next TLV review. Thanks.